You turned your phone off.
Have I turned my phone off? Yes, I turned my phone off. We're live. Hi guys, Ian here. And in my line of colourful local characters, I've got Pavarotti here today. No, not that Pavarotti, this Pavarotti.
Elvis Pavarotti.
Elvis Pavarotti, yes. Don't ask. He is Elvis Pavarotti. So, I'm just going to bring us in a bit more so that we're a bit more intimate.
Cool.
I've known him for a long time. He's probably, as I said, I like to talk to crazy people. He's as crazy as me. And we meet him every week at the Mullumbimby Farmers Market, where he comes along dressed like that with a red headband saying, "Stop it, sexy vegan, sexy vegan."
And then above that I've got Stop Adani at the moment.
So tell me about sexy vegan.
Okay, sexy vegan is because I've been vegan for 42 years.
Yeah.
I have created over 60 different ice creams for healing, like back pain relief ice cream, iron tonic ice cream, vitamin C ice cream.
Told you.
Cancer conquering ice cream, where you can
You
can actually watch the tumours go down by eating 7 spoonfuls of the ice cream before breakfast, lunch and dinner. You can get your tumours to stop growing and actually reverse. Yeah, of course you've got to do other lifestyle things like diet and trampolining and so on, but it's very, very good ice cream. Yeah.
And does it taste good?
Tastes amazing. Lemonade soda type taste, you know.
And is it leaping off the shelves? What have you done with it?
No, we don't make it. You make it yourself. The recipe is on the internet.
So they can go to your website and get the recipe for your cancer conquering.
They go to Talia's website, Back Pain
Talia's
Beaten
your
in
partner.
7.
Yeah.
No, my landlady.
Oh. Okay.
Back Pain Beaten in 7 minutes.
Are you my landlady? No, you're not.
No.
I'll put a label there for everybody to see.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And they can get cancer conquering ice cream or pain relief ice cream or whatever they want, and they can use ice cream to heal themselves. It's called compound medicine. We have fractured medicine, where you take a part of a herb and turn it into a drug, and
You mean this is what the establishment has
that's what the
done?
establishment
Yes,
does, right?
yes.
And you get compound medicine, which is where people put some herbs together, and the combination of those herbs makes an effect for bronchitis or something like that, right? Or you can compound.
Synthesised.
No, not synthesised.
No, I mean talking about the. I'm talking about the establishment. They'll find something good. Then the first thing to do is synthesise it.
They will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Continue on.
Or you can compound your fruit, like if you compound by blending pineapple, fig, and strawberries, you get facelift. So you blend it and then you freeze it, because the freezing process liberates a lot of good nourishment, right?
By breaking down the tissues or what?
Yeah, basically what it does is it frees up the cellular nutrition for you, because
You're breaking out the outer cells.
it does,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you put a banana into the freezer and the other half of the banana into the fridge overnight, pull them out, and you'll find that the frozen banana is far sweeter than the one inside the fridge,
Okay.
right, including the banana skin. And so what you see is that the freezing process, as opposed to the heating process like pasteurization, actually liberates the food for you. And the blending process chews it 1,000 times, right? So you blend and you freeze, and then you bring it out and you have it as an ice cream.
Okay. And I was always told when I was in India that you must chew it 38 times, and you don't.
Smoothies.
Yeah, that's why smoothies.
That's why you have smoothies.
Yeah.
So, so when you put strawberries, figs, and pineapple together,
I'm still getting my head around that. Strawberries, figs, and pineapple. It's not a mix you'd consider, because you wouldn't consider the figs.
that's right.
Strawberries, figs, and
And you eat 7 spoonfuls to maybe 14 spoonfuls, depending on your preference. And then you feel again, before and after, the here or under there or under there, right? Then you'll find that your face has lifted. You get a firmer face with less wrinkling and so on, right?
It's not because it's cold.
No, it's not because it's cold. It's because you eat it and the face gets younger. Wrinkle softening ice cream, the wrinkles fade. Rosy cheeks ice cream, we actually have it on video of someone going just red over the whole face. She had a bit much, and she had red over the whole face for about 15 minutes, you know. Got more circulation back into the face. So if you compound fruit, or sometimes vegetables, right, like iron tonic ice cream, beetroot, then those foods that have far more iron than beetroot, such as pecans, olives, parsley, and of course the number one, which is dill, right, which people grow in their backyard and think it's a weed, right? You put that together and you get iron tonic ice cream. Now, would you prefer the taste of the ice cream, or would you prefer the taste of a tablet?
That's a tough question because a tablet goes down fast. But my problem with the ice cream that you described, I have a lot of trouble thinking it tastes okay. Although I do know that it tastes lousy, does it?
No, it tastes wonderful.
Does it?
Yeah.
My God, with those ingredients.
Yeah.
God.
Beetroot has more sugar in it than sugarcane.
Beetroot's actually an interesting one because at the moment they're finding that the nitric oxide effect of beetroot is improving hydration enormously. And you know, you hear all this, improves your hydration, you know, Coca-Cola, get greater hydration, and all these different companies are getting on the hydration wagon. It's a guy in Texas who has produced a hydrogen water, but he's using a beetroot juice in it, which is massively increasing the hydration level. So interesting.
So if you want to do that with ice cream, then you use beetroot and sour cherries, tart cherries. You blend them together with some coconut cream, right? Or preferably some walnuts.
Coconut cream, that's where the good flavour's coming from.
That's where the smooth flavour comes from, right?
Yeah.
Smooth texture. Or preferably some water, right? And a bit of water and a bit of walnuts. Walnuts are brilliant for nitrous oxide, right?
Okay.
You put those three together, you pop it into the freezer, you come out and you've got energy for the day. Brilliant. Nitrous oxide type stuff.
Are you taking notes?
Great for erectile dysfunction, by the way.
What are you telling me that for?
I'm telling them.
Oh, okay, right. Okay. Great for erectile dysfunction. Okay, good. So, you know, we started this talk, we had no preparation. We haven't got notes or anything.
Haven't talked about it
We
before,
don't go
no.
that way because when I meet him in the market, we just chat. We just whatever comes up. So whatever comes up here is just
Here
fine.
was erectile dysfunction.
Well, you brought it up, I didn't.
Hey, no, I haven't brought it up yet.
No puns. Unfortunately, many of our conversations end up in laughs. You know, so yeah, that's okay. So Pav, I've known you for a long time.
Yes.
I've seen you go through lots of things in your life.
Ups and downs.
Yeah.
Rounds
And you were telling me, and I hope you don't mind sharing this, about your eye.
Yes.
Yeah, what happened there and the story around it?
Well, I was stabbed in my right eye when I was 3. So, I had an iridectomy, which means they cut out a part of my iris where the tin had gone through. They also left my damaged lens in place, and they gave me a new corneal graft, right, from a dead man. Yeah, Bill. So, Bill, that's his name.
I call you Bill from now on, half Bill. Okay. Do you send your bill?
He didn't. He
Good.
was dead. Thank God. Lovely man. So I got this graft, and I had this sort of. It was like looking at a strobe. You know, the lighting in a disco.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see this funny sort of light, and you can't really see, but you can. Right, striated and all sorts of weird things. And I worked on it, and I got rid of that. So I smoothed out my cornea, right? I got my own cornea back, basically, right? And then what I had was one iris fixed in position, and the other one moving normally.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I have to close the eye in the bright light, but I can open it with when I'm looking down. So when I look at Cassie over there, I go, but if I drop my head a bit, I wink. So if I go, I'm winking at it. And people think I'm winking at them, right?
How's that gone for you? How's that gone for you?
Not good. They veer around me. Truly. I've walked into a sea of suits at one stage in a hotel, and they all veered around me like that.
Because you're winking at them
Because
all.
I was winking at them all.
Oh my God.
It depends on the lighting. So I'm winking right now here, but it's that light over there that's going in, right?
It is, yeah.
But then, 2 years ago, I went to the ophthalmologist.
That's what I remember, yeah.
And he shone a torch in here and it expanded and contracted. So then he shone it in there.
The lens did.
No, my iris did.
The iris, okay.
My iris now expands and contracts.
Yep.
And he shone a torch in here, and that one expanded and contracted. And when he did it in here, that one expanded. So they're doing it in sync. They are now expanding and contracting in sync, right? Which is awesome. So it means that I can see a lot more now than I could then. The problem with this one is, because I don't use it so much, therefore it's kind of got congested with excess protein, right? Called cysteine. There's two proteins in the eye, cysteine and methionine, right? And cysteine is the one that is hydrophobic, so it causes swelling, right? Causing cataracts. Methionine doesn't affect it, right? It doesn't make that effect, right? So I've now got a dense cataract in my right eye. So I thought, okay.
Oh, I see, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I can see light and I can, I can see this and I can see you're over there, etc. But I can't see your eyes right now, okay? But here's the good thing. By changing my diet to a normal protein diet, which is less than 2%, right, which is fruits and vegetables only, no legumes, no nuts, no seeds. I'll eat orange pips if I'm eating an orange, but, watermelon seeds if I'm eating a watermelon, but I won't have nuts, grains or seeds otherwise, right?
Right.
I have normal protein diet, fruits and vegetables organically grown only, right? And the lens is clearing. So I'm getting rid of my cataract by changing my diet. And of course trampolining every day, that helps to take the waste
That's
out.
a good one. You
Right?
got one of those little trampolines.
Oh,
Big
no,
one.
Big one. Big round one, 10-foot diameter. I jump on that for, at the moment, 45 minutes a day,
Wow.
sometimes 45 to 90 minutes
That gets
a
all
day.
the lymph
usually.
going, etc.
Oh,
Doesn't
10
it?
times better on lymphatic flow than any other exercise.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's fantastic. So that's what I do.
Internet unavailable. Thank you. You don't need to know that.
So
Okay.
what I do is I do my bouncing and I do my diet, and gradually that's getting better. So I'm working.
I think it was
on
about
that.
6 months ago that you told me about that first, so that's why I was interested to see how it's going.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's an amazing thing.
It
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Yes. So I am seeing more every day. I test myself every day with a pattern of marble on the ground, right? And I see, oh yeah, I can see a little bit better today. That's good, And gradually I'll get my sight back. The fact is that there's no such thing as a cataract. It's not a thing. You think it's a thing when you go to the eye doctor, but it's actually simply excess protein, cysteine, congesting the lens. Now, the cysteine needs to be there, but when you have too much, the lens swells with water because it's hydrophilic.
Hydrophilic,
You
yeah.
understand hydrophilic, hydrophobic, right? So it's a very hydrophilic protein, and therefore it will gather and hold the water and swell gradually as you age. So everybody thinks they're aging, you can't avoid cataracts. No, you can, but you have to drop your protein levels dramatically so that you can restore your sight.
Very
right?
good, yeah.
So my next job is to regrow my iris.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm close to doing that. I have the technology almost available, right? And close to available right now. The main point, I think, is up here on the head, so I have to shave to do that.
Okay.
And I'm waiting until the end of winter.
Okay. So you're going to do it with points?
Probably, but then I've got some other points.
I've just got to tell you something here. The first time I met Pav, he was teaching people to overcome back pain using points. Okay, and people would rave about what he did, and what he did looked absolutely crazy. And what did you used to call it? Fairy things, didn't you?
Oh, I'm not sure. A long time ago.
Sounds around, yeah. But it was the idea of using points on your body to heal.
Yeah.
And people really did have amazing results.
Yeah,
I had
they
friends
do.
who told me,
Yeah.
that crazy guy, he fixed me.
No, I didn't fix anybody.
There you go.
I don't fix
That's
anybody. I just teach you what to do. If you do it, you'll get the results. If you don't, you won't. It's all health teaching. I used to, run a naturopathic clinic, massage clinic, all that. I gave that up in 1987 because I wanted to be a natural health educator. I wanted to teach people to empower them themselves, because you have far more power over your arm
Of course you do.
than I do, right? If I say lift your arm, you lift your arm, right?
Yeah.
But it takes twice as much energy for me to go over here and lift your arm, me and you, right? So that's ridiculous, right? It's best if I just say, you don't do this, you'll heal much faster. The speed of healing is way faster if you do it yourself. So I'm just into empowering people by teaching them drink great water, right? Eat great food, exercise properly for your body, right? And the key is just test what you need, go by what your body needs. That's the key, right?
Excellent. Yeah. So where are you at the moment with your teaching journey?
I stopped teaching 2 years ago,
Okay.
seminars.
Yep.
And Talia is putting up this website with my information
And
on
there's
it.
a lot of people coming to the website. You're missing out.
That's right. So
Say it again. What is it?
it's backpainbeatenin7minutes.com.
Now, is that a promise or what? Isn't that fantastic? Backpainbeatenin7minutes.com.
Absolutely. And you go on there and you learn what to do for your back pain. And it's amazing what it does for you. I was told I would be in a wheelchair by the time I was 40 because of my eye, because of the stoop that I have to get frontal vision. I put my neck out every day. That puts my lower back out every day and so on, right? But here's the good thing. I learnt this relaxation technique to realign my spine and relax my cramped muscles, right? And I did that and I just went, wonderful. I can straighten my own spine. So, if I'd been to a chiropractor, he would have over-manipulated me. He told me that. He said, don't come back here except the odd bit of pain relief, maybe. You got to go out and find a relaxation way of doing it, and don't manipulate yourself because you will simply inflame your tendons and ligaments and you will end up in a wheelchair by the time you're 40.
Wow.
In any way, no matter what you do with your spine, you will end up in a wheelchair by the time you're 40 unless you relax your back straight.
Did you pay him for that
I did.
prognosis?
He put my back straight and got rid of the pain, and it was fantastic. And then he told me that, and I never went back to him. He came to my workshops to learn how to do it. And we swapped because he taught me how to blow into a didgeridoo.
So you've just when you came in, you've been talking to a radio station. You've
Yes.
Another side of the amazing Pav is his music.
Yes.
And he mentioned before he wears a headband with Sexy Vegan and a thing sticking out of that saying Stop Adani.
Yes.
For those of you overseas, Adani is a massive Indian corporation attempting to persuade our government to give them $1 billion or more to help them develop our coal resources and completely ruin our Great Barrier Reef, which is already under threat. And Pav has been campaigning hugely and effectively on this basis, and he's written a song.
Yes, called the Stop Adani song. All you have to do is Google it. You'll see it on YouTube.
The Stop Adani song.
Yeah. Or if you Google it and go, Stop Adani song, and then you see back pain beaten in 7 minutes after it, that leads you to our website as well. Right?
He's not just a crazy character, is he? He's smart.
Smart is, highly intelligent, I would say.
Smart is highly intelligent. So are you taking on that?
Yeah, I've known that since I was a child. I beat my maths teacher at chess.
Did you really?
Yes, I drew with one of the top 10 grandmasters in chess, the best players in the world, one of the top 10 best players in the world, when I was 13 years old.
So you're a prodigy?
Yes.
Gosh. Wow.
But I gave up straight after because someone told me that he was a strategist for the Russian military. And what I learned at that tender age of 13 was that people like him and various other high strategists in chess, great chess players, get seconded to the military because they have the best strategies in war.
I wonder what chess players are with Mr. Putin today to meet Mr. Trump tomorrow. I don't think they need many, actually.
No.
Mr. Trump will say whatever he wants to say. or whatever Putin tells him to say. So what's the problem?
Yeah, absolutely. I've just written a song called the Donald Trump song.
Oh my God!
It
Oh
goes,
my God!
well, I'm a male chauvinistic pig, chicka jig, chicka jig, chicka jig, jig, jig. Don't tip this thing called women's lib, chicka jig, chicka jig, chicka jig, jig, jig. Ain't no woman as good as me. Ain't nothing in equality. Because I'm a real man and I'm proud to be. I'm a pig, I'm a pig, I'm a great big pig.
I told you. I told you. Yeah. This is so cool. Pav is on the way to somewhere else. He tells me, he said, don't make it more than 15 minutes because nobody pays attention more than 15 minutes. Right. And it's very true. It's very true. So I'm not sure how long we've gone. We've gone 20 minutes. Well done. Well done. Pav, I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Yeah, hug. Yeah. Bye-bye.